fists. Bonnie and Mandy. Make sure you're always watching, or you could miss it if they ever kiss. Those two wildflowers did what they had to do, and now they're free. And it's gonna be as wide as it can be.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Welcome. You're looking live at the Wildflowers. I'm Mandy Jones, the comedian. As always, next to me is the beautiful.
Hi, Bonnie Scalisi. How are you? How is everyone doing?
How is everybody doing? This is the 57th episode of this show, and it is October 20th. The guess to be sure that was correct. Bonnie, you want to tell them what tonight's topic's all about?
Yes, the topic tonight is happy thoughts. What makes you smile? What makes you happy? And that could be a very huge range. So we want to know your thoughts, and we will tell you ours. So we're excited, and we had a really, really busy weekend.
Oh my God, so much.
I'll let you go first.
Okay, so it started off on Friday. I did my second roast battle. Oh, where's my screen button?
Oh yeah, the screen button. Where is that?
It's over there.
Broken?
It's over there. So I lost, but it was fun, and I didn't hit below the belt. I think I kept it classy.
It was all like for Steve.
It was all for Steve Rockaprillo's birthday. So it was all in good fun. But I don't think I'll ever do a roast battle again. I was kind of like, I said to Glenn, when you play rugby, they sometimes shorten it in the summer to a game called sevens, where it's kind of like rugby, but it's like a faster style and it's a different sport. So I kind of said to Glenn, I was like, I feel like the roast battle is like sevens in rugby, where it's like kind of saying what your skill level is, but it's a totally different game. And I'm just not mean enough, I don't think.
It's interesting you say that, because I am very uncomfortable at roast battles, even watching them.
Right.
Especially if I know the people, because I don't like to see people fight.
Right.
And the weird part is I'm a Trump supporter, and I loved when he would just go crazy and pick on people. But in real life, I just really don't like it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's an oxymoron. Moron. Moron?
Moron.
Moron. It's an oxymoron.
Oxymoron. Cedric saying, love you, Cedric.
Hey, Cedric.
I'm very mean. I could do it, Robin. Yeah, it's funny. People can drive me to be mean, but I don't know, in the setting of the roast battle, I just don't think I'll do it again. I'll just take that I'm a 2-time loser. And by the way, if anybody wants to know, Kristen Tinsley definitely roasted me better than Kathy. So Kathy Arnold, shove it. As I do.
Watching that one, I was cringing. The one with Kristen. That was like the two of you were like pit bulls, at each other. And this was watching it, on a television show.
Yeah, no, she had some good stuff. She said if I went on a diet, I'd end up in the morgue.
I can't listen to it. But I was they were doing that. I was at McGuire's, and I had it was an 8:00 show, which is really cool. It was a good crowd. And Tim Gage got up there, and Matt Burke, and Will Romero came to support me, and he asked John Truson if he could go up, and John Truson let him go up for 5 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I said I would never ask to go up, because that's just not who I am. Yeah. But he has, he has the
cojones.
He's got
the balls.
He's got
confidence.
Confidence. That's the word I was looking for.
That's the word Bonnie would use.
Yeah, I wanted to use a nice word.
Something in the dictionary.
And on Monday, what happened?
Oh, and then on Monday we had a really good time. It was our G's Club show, which
was awesome.
It's one Monday a month. Typically the first Monday of the month, but the way the holidays have been falling, we've been doing different Mondays. It's a free comedy show, and Teddy Smith headlined. Oh my God, he went on for 45 minutes, and the crowd was in stitches. From the first joke to the last joke, just
100%
dying. So funny, so much stuff about people's assholes just being so tight, and why are we in such tough times? Why are we harping on each other? Can't we just laugh again? Just my dad really would have loved that show because he said so much off the cuff shit in such a classy way where everybody felt comfortable laughing. Yeah, it was not distasteful, like, and a lot of racial humor and just a lot of stuff about people being different, and it was hysterical. It was so good. Teddy, thank you fucking so much. And then on you were doing something on Saturday, right?
Saturday?
Did you have another show?
I don't think so.
Oh, you did. Well, let's talk about the show that you did for John Truson also. You said
that was the show.
Yeah, okay.
That was the same night as the roast battle.
Yes, that was on Friday.
Night. Yeah.
And then I was in PA at, it's called the Keystone Stage. It was a really cool little place. They don't have a liquor license, but you're allowed to BYOB in. And there was probably like 30 people there. It was a nice little crowd. It was all ladies. Everyone walked down to like the restaurant, like a restaurant. We all hung out after. It was really cool. I had a really good time.
Oh yeah, I was talking to Glenn, and he was telling me the really nice hotel room that you guys were
gonna get. Yeah, we had a really nice time
with a hot tub and everything. Woo! Sounds awesome. I definitely would have
been in the hot tub with me.
Yeah. I'd like to share the hot tub. So is it okay if I just say hi to the people tuning in, and then we're gonna get to our guests?
Yes.
Bruno was the first one, so Bruno, you get extra credit. Love Bruno. Robin DeVito, love her. David Landry said hi to. Francis Senecchia. Frankie. Yeah. Okay, so it's one of your friends. I'm sorry, I butchered your name. Okay. Dana's boyfriend. I'm sorry. Nancy Weems. And Cedric, we said hi to. Bill Hansen, how are you? My work husband, Will Romero. And he said, ask and you shall receive. And he does have big quinones. And Joseph P. Bunzanzi is saying hello. Lou Prats, who we love, is saying hello. Peter Najek, how are you? And Alan Streisfeld, how are you, Alan? My boyfriend, Michael Steven Spielberg. And everybody, could you please share the show right now? Press the share button. Bruno's saying Jim Ray is here, but I don't see Jim's. But Jim, if you're there, hi.
Oh, and Harry Flagdrop, who's in Facebook jail, is probably watching.
Harry Flagdrop messaged me that he's watching the show, but he's in Facebook jail, so we wanted to give him a special shout out. So thank you all for tuning in. The topic, if you missed the topic, is what makes you happy. And can everyone share the show right now? Press the share button. Okay, so I'm going to introduce our guest. Our guest is the co-host of a podcast called Comedians Hunting Ghosts with Kristen Tinsley, who's a good friend of mine. She's been seen in Governor's Little Room, and she is the undefeated roast champion. We were just talking about that at the beginning.
She's going to kick your ass, Kathy.
Dana McAllister.
Woo! Dana.
Hello.
How are you, Dana?
I'm good. What's going on, everybody? Undefeated roast champion.
So how does that feel? How does that feel?
It feels like I've never known I won because of a disability more in my life.
Yeah, it
was good. I mean, yeah, I've kicked James's ass twice now, so I mean that says something in itself. Easy win. But and Kieran too, which was,
yeah,
I haven't seen Kieran in a while. I miss him.
They're both very funny gentlemen, so it says a lot.
No, James was great. James brought a prop and everything.
James
killed it.
Yeah, you were like, you
invested
money
in the loss. Yeah, he invested in the L.
Yeah, I guess you could call it a prop in that Kathy accidentally left her jacket in my car the night before, so I texted her, I'm gonna dress like you. And she gets out, I picked her up and she's like, oh, you have a little cap on like me. And then she's like, you're completely dressed like me. I was like, I told you I was going to dress like you. But Glenn was like, I think you might have actually done better if you were dressed as yourself because the people in the room could tell that I was in costume.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't like that I don't know where she belongs really.
Yeah.
You know, like, even though they were my own clothes, right, it was a get up.
I mean, I do that every day, so, you know. But yeah, no, I authentically cried on the stage.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not going to do them anymore either. I retire.
Yeah, I think it's a really hard thing to be part of. And I didn't realize when I first did Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up that was going to be part of the show. Because first they had us just get heckled by someone who was like hired on the show. Mm-hmm. But then at the end you faced off against a friend.
Right.
And like it was definitely really hard. Me and Kristen became better friends. Like just like Glenn always says, like the kids upstate, like they beat the shit out of each other and then they're like better friends.
Right.
After a tussle.
Right, but it takes some time before that happens.
Yeah, but you still have to get beat up.
A cooling off time, and then you can reunite. Yeah. But my work husband was saying that one of his happiest things that makes him happy is killing on stage.
Yes.
I just want to say hi to Graz, who's tuning in. Hi, Graz. And we have somebody who I don't think has seen our show before. New person. I can't find his name now. He said hi.
Hello.
Who is the new person?
James said.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll find him. So I think we all feel that way because we're comedians. That's a high something that makes us all feel good.
I'm just sensitive.
Yeah, no, I definitely am looking for the automatic feedback. There was one lady in particular that had a very distinct laugh on Monday night, and like every fifth or fourth joke that made her laugh, I was like, for you. I didn't even need to see her. I just heard her in the back, and it was just comforting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at least there's somebody.
You know, it's really interesting you say that. Is that I'm not going to say the name of the person, but at the McGuire show that I was at, one of my friends has a very distinct laugh.
Yeah.
And a lot of people got annoyed with him.
Oh my God. It's a comedy show. Stop laughing.
Yeah. I don't want to make it. I'm not going to make a controversy. But like you, I feel comforted by that.
Right.
You know, even if it's a loud, interesting laugh.
Yeah.
Right. And James Raniolo is tuning in right now.
There he is.
So we were talking. Dana was talking about you. I don't know if you saw it. What a gracious winner!
I am. James knows I love him, and he knows that I.
Oh yeah,
I truly think he did better. It's hard to go against like a handicapped comedian who's like kind of very funny, but he pulled out a prop, and I was like, oh. And they were like, no, we got to give it to her.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to know what I told Kathy?
Ooh.
Is it okay if I
Oh,
share?
yeah.
Kathy was watching us last week, and she goes, I'm going to use you, Bonnie, in the roast battle against Mandy. And then I just had this idea that she should go out and talk about props.
Right.
Buy a blow-up doll that and dress it like me, and overdress it and put like lots of lipstick and make it look, all like messed up, and then tape it around her arm because she's always being called Bonnie. I'm always being called Mandy, and I thought it was.
I
funny.
thought that would have been funny. Honestly,
but
I would have given her that.
Logistically, it would have been too hard to hide the blow up doll, figure out how to get it in.
Like getting in the car with
the element of surprise wouldn't have been there. And James is saying, at least I wrote my own jokes. Oh, he's already roasting you still.
Get out of here, James.
Sounds like a sore loser to me.
I know. James, I'll see you on the court.
Oh, Will Romero had said a Jew blow-up doll. Right, exactly. And Bruno is holding up a cheers. Yes, cheers to everybody.
And
cheers
that's almost looks like a Facebook cheers. How'd you get that Facebook
hand? How'd you do that on there?
Can I just say Conan doesn't write his own jokes?
Can we talk about what's his freaking Joe DeVito
Joe DeVito writes for Gutfield, I got a bunch of my jokes from Joe. So it doesn't matter where you get them as long as they're yours.
My dad writes
and you didn't steal them from somebody.
I collaborated because all my thoughts are just mean, and so I need other funny people to help me turn it into funny.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, both times I did
maybe you would have won, James.
Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up, and the roast battle with Kathy. Honestly, I'm so glad I had Glenn, like another person to just bounce it off of, because if I were just in my room, like, is this funny? Is this good? Right. Is this okay? Like, because the one thing I was like, she looks like the little girl from Monsters, Inc. And Glenn was like, that's not mean though. He's like, that's kind of just cute.
So my work husband saying Dana is the funniest lady I ever met, Will Romero.
Funny looking.
Yeah, no, Dana, honestly, one of the best freaking Calamity Jones hours was me and Dana. We're just going back and forth because she's so... You're just, no, you have a very dark sense of humor. Like even before the show started, we're talking about what makes you smile, and you said when a cop gets a perp
before air.
Oh yeah,
before we got on air.
When a cop gets a perp.
I like opening statements of the court case. There's like people's day.
Oh, so Grass is talking. He said I sent the. So I don't know what he's talking about, but I think he's talking about we're going to have a bowling night with limo talk and Wildflowers.
Yes.
So maybe Grass is talking about that. We're gonna have a date, and we will start.
How do you guys get
advertising
that from those
it.
words?
No, I don't know. All right, so Will is
That's
saying
cool.
Dana and I did an open mic and made 2 comics in Queens forget their material. In their words, they couldn't follow her.
Yeah,
Explain further what he's talking about.
So Will brought me to QED. It was like it was like my second year maybe in doing stand up. No, it was my first. It was 2019. So I was doing it was like a 3-minute mic that they host there on a Thursday night, and I had never been there, and it was, polio was new and exciting and shocking, and this was an audience that had never heard me. So everybody, when they first hear me, when I say my opening line, which is, hi, I have polio, cure my autism, ha ha ha, and then I go into how, I get great parking, shit like that, and they love it, and it's just 3 minutes of me bashing myself, and so these people, they loved it, and then some guy who I'm sure that goes there all the time, a regular, goes up, and he has his material that's not as funny. He's like, how do I file polio? And it was one of the greater moments of my life. I don't know why
Made
I
you
watered
happy.
it down. It did. It made me happy. I
That's
like
our theme of
humiliating
the night.
comics. Humiliating comics at open mics and making them forget their lines. I just like doing better than others, slightly.
So Bruno said, I skipped his comment before, but when we were talking about the blow-up doll,
goodness.
he said, I'm looking for a blow-up sex doll to take to a Halloween swingers party.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a blow-up doll is always. Anthony Graz is saying he's super proud of us. We're proud of you, Graz, and we're gonna have that bowling night
At least
soon.
if my dad's not, at least someone's dad is.
All right, so something that I legitimately wrote on my list that makes me smile is fart jokes.
Really?
Glenn will fart in the supermarket and then blame it on me. He'll be like, ew, Mandy. And then he'll be like, you need to go to the doctor.
Oh my god.
And then I will laugh uncontrollably, and then it looks like I actually farted because I'm like laughing now. And it just doesn't get old.
I don't do well with that kind of humor. Like, Frankie likes doing that stuff, but I really I get embarrassed if I watch those kind of, what is it, Impractical Jokers? I can't. I turn the channel. I'm an empath, and I feel that embarrassment through the TV, and I'm like, oh, I can't. Oh.
I'm in a relationship where I only farted twice in front of Michael in 2 years. And sometimes I have a very bad digestive system, and sometimes I feel like I'm going to die, but I'd rather die than fart in front of him. Just saying. What makes you guys happy? Graz said that making comedy memories with other comics makes him happy. That makes me happy too, Graz.
That's wholesome.
There's a good side to comedy and a fun side, and like when you're everybody's positive, it's the best thing ever.
I have one.
Yes.
I think something that makes me happy, just speaking of Anthony Graz, I'm pretty sure that he was part of a fundraiser that a lot of the comedians put together for me. So what makes me happy is being welcomed into a community and given a gift card, because it was obvious I needed I'm handicapped. I needed to replace my leg with funds. So, and everybody, people pulled together for a rascal scooter that I was going to get and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Comedians are very giving.
Yeah, honestly, the way people showed up for the thing that Bonnie and I were a part of for Bob Nelson.
Oh yeah, that fundraiser show.
Honestly, we got looped into it, and it was so crazy to see just people giving.
Yeah.
No, it really was. I was like,
the
wow.
money was flowing. Flowing.
I was like, I don't know how this envelope is so much cash, but it was just so great that so many people were giving.
Same thing with John Ziegler. I helped.
Yes, I didn't get to go to that one.
Michelle
Fox,
thank you. So Robin DeVito is saying, no gastric sounds in my family until last year. 16 years, no one farted or burped for real. I believe you, Robin.
The beauty about a physical disability is that all dignity is gone. So I can fart freely No one cares. They see me go out in a stretcher. It's fun. I've had to pee in a female urinal in front of nurse interns. Okay.
It's also like when you give birth.
Yeah,
it's the same kind of thing. It's
thank
all,
goodness.
everything
Yeah.
goes out the window.
Yeah.
Nancy Weems is saying grandma's walking farts. I guess, older people don't give a shit anymore.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, so what makes Will Romero happy is watching a live concert with a great date makes a lot of people happy.
Ooh.
Absolutely,
Concert
absolutely.
chill.
One of my things that makes me happy is being with Michael. I just love being with Michael. He's, I'm still in the new stage, even 2 years in, because we see each other, we see each other 6 times a week, but only for a little bit of time.
That's how you keep it fresh.
Exactly.
That's what I
And
do.
just when we're sick of each other, he goes to Pennsylvania. And then he comes back and we miss each other.
Do you guys like FaceTime in the interns, or I feel
No,
like
no,
I
we
wouldn't
just
be
talk
able
to each other on the phone.
Oh, okay.
We're old school.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So Joseph P.
Frankie.
That's who I was going to shout out.
Oh.
Joseph P. Remember I was looking for the name
Peabody?
before? Bavenzi. He said farting in an elevator makes me happy. That's really so funny because that's a scene in
Michael.
Liar Liar with who's the
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey farts in the elevator and he can't lie. That's part of the movie.
That's a
So
fun movie.
the doors open. He goes. It opens up and everybody always pretends it wasn't them, and because he couldn't lie, he goes, "It was me." So that's hilarious. I love that. And David Lang said dogs make me happy too. Well, most of them.
I was gonna say dog farts. That's definitely disgusting.
My cat Theo definitely makes me happy. Theodore is the best. Theo is.
Oh yeah, I love
I've
the,
never
I love
had
the
a
pictures
cat.
of your cats.
Theodore. Oh,
He's so regal.
Isn't he just? He because he knows he owns. He has 2 cat trees and I have a studio apartment.
He knows.
He does, and I'm all the time. Mommy and Daddy love you, Theo. Like I miss him.
Well, he come like when you call him like a dog.
Oh my goodness, he plays fetch with me.
Oh my god.
I had a pipe cleaner to clean my pipe, and he stole it from me, and I buy him so many treats. I have a whole little Halloween box I got him with all these toys that he peed on because he hates them.
I saw your post about the
Why
cat
did I do
peeing
that?
out of the litter box.
He did it twice now,
and
and so I just cleaned the
It's
litter.
a statement.
No,
I'm just joking.
I thought it
I'm
was.
joking.
No, somebody said that, and I made sure I looked it up and I highlighted it. It says cats don't pee out of spite, but I think truly Theo's more human, and he's part of me, and so therefore he's spiteful and does do that. But I cleaned Frankie cleaned out his litter box, so we'll see.
But animals do make people happy.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part, most people love.
It's something to think of besides
if you love
myself.
animals, it's a different kind of love. It's unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
So my boyfriend was saying if Bonnie farts in pantyhose, her ankles look huge. He's joking.
Dancing to disco. How would he know? He's never seen or heard or smelled.
No,
Michael.
he has heard it twice. I lost
Were you in
control.
pantyhose?
No,
So
I wasn't in
there you-
pantyhose. That's right, Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
I never did it while I was in pantyhose.
She's never done it in pantyhose.
So Will Romero says when you do a show and you do a drug joke, and after the show someone offers you drugs, especially the drugs you made a joke about. And by the way, Will is totally clean now. That's a thing from that's a thing from his
And
past.
Jimmy Quinn saying hi Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Sorry for your loss. I sent you a message.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yes,
his dad
I'm
just
sorry.
passed on.
Yeah, that's really. Hi, Greg DeFlippo, all the way from
Love you.
Florida. And
Florida.
yeah. So what else makes you happy?
Oh God. I love when somebody who runs a red light gets T-boned just for.
Oh my god.
Me too, Dana.
I got T-boned by a lady drive.
Somebody who thinks they can beat the train, and they just don't, but they should have known better. I love a good comeuppance.
Yeah, the lady
I
totally just went through a stop sign. And she was 80 years old, and her name was Nora. That's my grandmother's name and my aunt's name. And she goes, I jumped out of my car because I thought she was going to flee the scene.
Oh, God.
And I ran over to her car, and she's like, what happened? I'm like, you hit my car, is what happened.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because just like she could just play old and be like she knows
She
exactly
was high
what's going
on
on,
fucking
and
medication.
she'll play the dementia card or whatever, just like, Oh, I didn't realize.
My grandson gave me too much medicine.
Yes.
I was like 80 years old when I looked at it was like driver is 80 years old. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I ended up being fine.
I had the opposite thing. I crashed into an 80-year-old lady.
No.
Okay, well, this is what happened. I was in the Costco parking lot, which is mobbed
Yes.
in Westbury, and this guy was driving in his car, and I'm trying to make a left turn, and he seemed very annoyed, and he's like, go, and I don't like to be, no confrontation, so he's telling me to go, so I just went, and this other lady, it was her right away, and I smashed into her, and she'd never been in an accident before.
So,
she was
80.
Virgin.
She was a virgin.
I popped that cherry. 18.
Yeah. I mean, I just tapped her. It was in a parking lot. I didn't kill her or anything, but then the insurance took care of everything, and she ended up getting.
Your car was fine?
My car was fine.
Did you get mad at the guy who told you to go?
Yes, he just sped off. And
that's why you
fault.
can't wave people on.
No, it is his fault. That's the law. If somebody tells you to go, or moves you on, and then it's not clear to go.
People will wave you on,
that
and you're like,
person's reliable.
I'm like,
really? He sped out of there.
No, yeah, that's
so
why.
My boyfriend's saying my dirty old hoe makes me happy when I ride her. It's a nice old backhoe and tractor. LOL. He owns a tractor.
Oh.
They call it, if you know like that kind of lingo, they call it a dirty old hoe.
Funny.
Bonnie's
pet name is Tractor.
James Raniolo is saying brief moments of another's happiness makes me happy. My favorite thing of all time is seeing a dog with its head out of the window of a moving car.
Okay.
James is so sweet.
James is the yin to my yang, obviously, because I'm talking about cars getting T-boned.
And he's like, dog,
others succeed. I love it.
I do like when you see people opening their car door to fix how tight it is while driving. That always gives me excitement. And if I have to do it myself, I'm always like, oh, here we go. Like, it's always a little thrilling.
I'm going to put this out there because I'm sure a lot of the people watching feel the same way. Food makes me happy.
Hey!
All kinds of food.
Yes.
And especially food that's bad for me and that I should not be eating. James put up a sign. Dana, does that mean anything?
Oh,
That's a
yin
yin-yang sign.
You don't know the yin yang?
No, I have no idea. It looks like a ball with like half, like
half
a
black, half
swirl
white.
in it.
So what it is, Bonnie, so do you see how the white part has a black dot and the black part has a white dot?
Yes.
And it's like a Japanese-ish, I think, symbol, and it's supposed to show every...
That's a good thing, being a yin to a yang, though.
That's right.
Like, in other words,
we're the yin yang clan.
You gel together.
Yeah.
That's good.
James and I get along very well. He gets my dark humor.
And Joseph said, I got T-boned and almost died. 2 operations, a year down, and a pot of gold at the end. That made me happy. Don't text and drive.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I agree.
The disability is worth it sometimes. Not in my case, but sometimes.
I'm glad you're okay, Joseph.
Yeah, seriously.
David Lange said a New York City pizza makes him happy. I heard, in different parts of the country, pizza and bagels taste like crap.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get out
you just
much.
heard that?
I don't
People
know.
say it's because of the water in New York. And there's
So why can't they import the water
because
then?
they do. In Florida, there's a company called the Brooklyn Water Bagel Company, and it's all a gimmick because there's nothing
it's
different.
not. They're
Nothing's
not
different?
shipping
No.
water around.
We got this from the Long Island Sound.
Yeah, seriously.
We got it by the gallon. Make the bagels.
So what makes you happy, Mandy?
All right, what else do I got on my list here? Oh, you know what I really do find endearing is nicknames. So, I mean, my real name is not Mandy, but Mandy's a nickname. But even in college, that would get...
What's your real name?
Amanda.
Oh, that's why you always want the Street Fighter to play Amanda. I just got it now.
Miss Amanda Jones.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was why did she want them to play that? Now I get it.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So I've been Mandy since I was a kid, but in college it was like Schmandy, Schmans. My friend Josie, rest in paradise, she always called me just man, just one word.
D.
Hey, man.
I have yet to post this, but Mandy last show, who was our guest last week?
Devin.
She brought
I
out
got
this big bowl of Kit Kats. And I took a photo of it. And I meant to post it, but I was so busy. I'm going to post it. And I'm going to post it, and it's going to say Mandy's Candies. just because it rhymes. Mandy Candy. Candy's a good thing. So that's a compliment. Oh, Robin says George calls her honey bunny.
That is really sweet. I did know that.
I love George.
She goes, I don't think he's ever called her Robin, she says. He just calls me honey bunny.
George is the
Theo has
best.
nicknames.
So Bruno says it's the water in New York that makes the best bagel. So he disagrees.
Wrong.
It's the
Yeah, maybe.
Nancy Weems says her 4-inch tall puppy jumping over the grass that has been mowed like it was still high makes her happy. Animals and the funny things they do make you happy.
I love animals. I throw on like a 2-hour compilation of just like cat fails.
Yeah.
Cats just are so, they're funny.
I like to watch stretcher fails. That makes me laugh all the time. It's people like on soccer fields getting run off of stretchers, and then people just dropping them when they like have like a back injury.
I like meeting celebrities. Funny. That's fun. I met
that's
Jay
so
Okerson.
fun.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I simped. I did.
I never heard of him.
Oh, he's so nice. And he's funny as heck. But he was at Governor's, and I knew some people were on the show. Carla Okerson was on the show, and Mike Keegan and stuff. So I went, totally worth the ticket price. And I waited like I was not a part of comedy at all. I was like starstruck. I waited outside of Governor's in my wheelchair because I brought the wheelchair, because I had to meet him. And when he comes up to me and I get out of the chair and he's like, "Oh, comedy heals," and I was like, "Yeah." And that has made me. I think that's the happiest I've ever seen myself in a picture. So I guess I have to say that Big Jay Okerson made me smile.
I met a bunch of celebrities, and my favorite. Was Jerry Lewis. I was 7 years old. And Jerry Lewis is an icon. I went to see him in Connecticut, and my dad drove me there with my friend. And on the way back, it was pouring rain. And
did you go by yourself? Your dad
no,
you off?
My dad drove us, sat through the show.
Okay, good.
I got an autograph. I met him, got an autograph. And then he drove me back in the pouring rain. It was like, raining so hard. My dad was cursing because when you get scared, you curse.
Yeah.
But I've met a bunch of. I've met Richard Gere after a Broadway show, and I painted something for him. That was because I'm a painter, and
find out more and more about you.
It was from a movie he was in, where you're a male prostitute. What's that movie? Blondie was the singer.
Oh.
Type in if you know what I'm talking about.
Here.
So I made a photo. I painted a thing, and then I gave it to him, and then he signed my playbill. And his head was completely shaved bald for the part. It was called Bent. The Broadway show was called Bent. And he was like, he loved it and took it from me. So nobody's typing in, but it'll come to me before the end of the show. But anyway, but that did make me very happy. When you meet a celebrity that you admire, that makes you happy.
I met Diane Lane, who was in a movie with Richard Gere, I think.
I love Diane Lane.
Yeah.
I lived with her mother.
I love her.
In Florida, I lived with her mother for a period of time in rehab, and that's a fun story. But the lady was like 84 years old, and she was a 1958 Playboy model, Miss October. I know, right? So I'm in rehab or whatever. I make a coffee. I go outside. I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you all my celebrity stories. But I come back downstairs, and all of a sudden Diane Lane's in my fucking kitchen.
That's so cool.
And I've seen Unfaithful like a million times. So I've seen like Diane sex scenes.
American Gigolo was the name of the movie I was talking about. Sorry, but I love that movie.
It's so good.
It's one of my favorites.
So I was like just hitting puberty, just discovering myself, and I find that. And so years later, I'm seeing Diane, and all I could say, she poured herself a cup of coffee that I had made, by the way, and all I could say was, "That's my coffee." And she was like, "Oh, do you want it?" I was like, "No," and then I scurried away. But
That's so cool,
wasn't it? Yeah,
that's freaking cool.
I'm so glad her mom was a meth head. Thank goodness.
Will Romero met Tarantino.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's like a really
Quentin.
cool director. That's really cool. I mean,
God.
What?
Should we do the sponsor?
Oh
real quick?
yes, of course.
I'm gonna
We're
run
gonna
away
do
real
our
quick.
sponsor, who I love, and I'm in a show with him coming up at the end of November. So I'm not plugging it yet. I'm only plugging shows that are in end of October, early November. But Key Fits is the best, and
Yes.
he is our sponsor. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery. Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry, all nickel and tarnish free. Keys Cutlery, knives, swords, and self-defense equipment. I bought a taser from him. a pink one. Excellent quality for reasonable prices. Shop online, keyslovejewelry.com, keyscutlery.com. New location. If you want to find him, Retro Relics, 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York, 11755. You can contact him if you want to speak to him, 631-379-1781. Support small businesses now more than ever.
Yes.
Love you, Key Fits.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you,
Keith.
Bonnie. So I wanted to show you guys something that I got the other day because I really like, all right, first of all, I like to buy stuff that's already been used.
Me too.
I like thrifty secondhand stuff that I don't know where it's been. And I like to feel
As
like
a history.
I got a deal on it. So this fucking guy, this thing is old.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, he
I'm
is
excited.
so creepy.
I'm scared.
I
Oh.
love him.
Let me see. Let me see.
All right, so first of all,
He's gonna haunt me.
look at him. He's
Oh my God.
ceramic. He's
Is it a little
ceramic.
puppet?
He's a little.
He's haunted.
He doesn't have a place to put his
He's a
hand.
marionette, I think.
But there's nowhere to put.
You can
No,
put your hand in
there's
him?
nowhere to
I
hold
think he
him.
was a marionette and the strings got broken.
They sewed him
I
up.
think he's just
You
a
could
doll.
you could just attach strings to
But
him.
his outfit and
I like the cigar, right?
oh my God!
That's cool.
For $20, this thing I was like, I cannot live without you. And some people,
When this is over, I'm taking a photo of you two and
some-
I'm posting it.
and some people
That's
think this
fucking
is
hilarious.
really creepy, but this makes me smile.
Hey, what makes people smile is so individual. It could be anything.
My little
Bruno
foot
goes,
stuck
it's
down.
creepy.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's creepy, but in a cool way.
But he's really cool.
Did you use the?
And he looks like he's all zonked or something. He's definitely worth more than $20, I'll tell you what.
With those ceramic.
With those, because somebody made him.
Yeah,
He was
right.
not machine made.
Somebody made me.
No, that's probably worth a lot of money.
He was probably hand painted the soul of his creator after it died and
It's
inhabited
definitely
it.
porcelain. That's a
he's,
great.
honestly, I love this kind of stuff.
Oh, David Lang said that clown is like a Danielle Miller special collection.
Yeah, she has not seen this yet, but Danny
She's
will
gonna
love
love
this
that.
clown. Yeah, no, she collects all creepy oddities. She's got
Make sure it stays in
taxidermy.
the bag. Like it's gonna.
Yeah, I'm
we're
gonna
hear
tie
it's
him
gonna
up.
be like.
What's that
Pennywise.
movie
It-
with the little doll?
Oh, Chucky.
Chucky. It's like gonna be Chucky. You'll like walk
Oh
around.
goodness. Child's play. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else makes you happy, Dana? And what else makes you guys happy?
I have a Littlefoot stuffed animal that I was telling Mandy. I have
What is a Littlefoot?
So Littlefoot is a character from The Land Before Time, and he is a brontosaurus.
I love that movie.
I'm gonna pull up a picture. Just
I know that movie because I'm a kindergarten teacher.
That's right.
And Ducky.
Littlefoot is oh my goodness. Ducky's a good true crime case if you're interested. The actress got murdered. It's sad.
Really?
She was 6 years old and she got murdered by her father. It's really sad.
That's
She
really?
did something.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Mhm.
What?
Yep.
Yeah. Yup.
Littlefoot. This is
She
Littlefoot.
got murdered. Yup.
Yep. So you guys remember him, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
You guys can
aw.
Google him on your own time. But yeah, so I got him the Christmas before I was born, and because of abandonment issues and such, he's going to be sleeping with me in my bed between me and my future husband.
Is
in
it
the
a stuffed
retirement home.
animal?
He is a stuffed animal, yeah.
Aw.
He is a real brontosaurus, actually. My grandfather,
Aw.
the scientist, made him. No. But yeah, so he's the best. I love him. I've never was weaned off him, I guess.
I don't think there's anything wrong with like security blankets or
Oh my
like
God.
If I was
teddy
absolutely
bears.
not.
No,
Absolutely. That's, we're never too old for that. Greg DeFlippo says a fat joint makes him happy.
Hey.
Greg, I had an edible recently. I'm not going to talk about the
Sounds like
circumstances.
a bit.
And I did
The
not like it
circumstances?
at all. It made me feel very out of control. and then I couldn't drive home, and I will never do that again.
I'll
I
take
learned
all
not
of her
to.
share.
Bill Hanson goes, now you're talking.
Hey.
Are you talking about the brontosaurus or the joint? I don't know.
The brontosaurus.
So another thing that makes me happy is just being by myself and watching a show that I like want to watch and eating Taco Bell. Is that weird?
No,
Like-
that's called stress tolerance and self-care, and I learned about it in DBT.
Okay.
You're allowed to do that.
Yeah,
No, everybody does that.
I definitely go to ice cream for comfort and definitely smile about it. Like I only eat ice cream between the times of like 10 and 12 p.m. And it's always like by the gallon. Like, it's never like, let me just get a decent amount of ice cream.
Do you have a go-to flavor? Haagen-Dazs coffee.
I mix it up. I do mix it up, honestly. You know what we do a lot, honestly, though? I buy ice cream cakes for no reason.
Yeah, because you're an adult and you can, and I discovered that too.
And they're like, you want me to write anything on it? I'm like, you're the best.
Yeah, right. That's the mini ones they sell too at Carvel. Oh.
The lady's always like, this is Oreo. You know this Oreo? I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm buying it. Right, you're the best on it. I got
it's a note to yourself.
It's for Glenn.
Bruno is saying number 420 on the joint. I guess that means you're talking about the joint.
Thing.
Yeah,
it's a weed.
April 20th
I didn't know that. Okay.
National Weed Day.
Weed Day.
I did not know that, so that's why I have you two here to help me with that.
They don't teach that in kindergarten.
You ever look at a dollar bill on weed?
I wish how was teaching kindergarten? Did you enjoy that? Did that make you smile?
Okay, I love the children.
The thought of it makes me
I love the children, and they say stuff that's so funny because they're so innocent.
They would hurt my feelings.
That made me so happy. No, but they did say, like, if I had like a zit on my face,
yeah, they'll tell you.
They'd be like, they'd come up and they'd be like, "What's that on your face?" But you know, there's an honesty to that.
Right.
Like if you have a goiter coming out of your face and you're an adult, you just like pretend like nothing's happening and you're just like, oh, and maybe it'll come out in some other way, but.
Michael.
Yeah, so I liked it. So Michael's saying a big win at the crap table after a great shoot. Everyone applauds, and your girlfriend asks what just happened. Yeah, because I've gone to Atlantic City with Michael, and I stand with him at the crap table. I have no fucking idea what's going on. I just know everybody's applauding, and they keep giving him points. and I'm like, what just happened? He's like, just keep, because he lets me roll the dice and throw it. Just keep smiling and doing what you're doing.
Smile and throw, babe.
What's high score mean? What's high score mean?
High score?
No, it's on.
Ding, 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 ding. Why is it lighting up?
As long as they give you a free drink, I'm happy. That's another thing that's making me happy. You go to Las Vegas or Atlantic City, and just by standing there, you get a free drink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that too.
Yeah.
My mom's friend, she goes to the casino so often that they like give her stuff.
Oh,
and so my mom goes on cruises with her work friends.
Yeah.
And they stay in the penthouse, and my mom and Anne Marie and Susan are living it up. And I don't have a gambling addiction, but I want one.
Yeah, I don't understand gambling. I think it's stupid.
My grandparents used to get comped rooms and stuff.
Yeah, Michael loves the comped room and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, you gotta stay if it's comped.
And like the free stuff you get
you don't have to go outside in a casino. I went one time.
I love that.
It's so cool. I went on the boardwalk one time in a whole weekend on a trip. I went on an AA convention to Atlantic City. We stayed in Dallas.
Yeah,
I didn't go outside once.
Let's change vices real quick, guys. Yeah. Let's not drink and hit the fucking casino.
Exactly.
Michelle Asta's tuning in. Hi, Michelle Asta.
Coffee,
Michelle
cigarettes.
Asta has a really cool podcast called Disturbed and Confused. And it's on directly after our podcast on Strong Island TV. So check her out. And Nancy Weems said sitting around a fire on a crisp evening makes her happy.
Yeah. Add hot chocolate to that.
Oh,
yeah.
The s'mores. Again, back to the food.
Hot chocolate. Yeah. Food is so
makes
good.
me so fucking happy. And it's hard to I'm a former fatty, so I gained 20 pounds back from the pandemic. Now I'm trying to lose it. It's so much harder to lose it than it is to gain it. You can gain it in.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, Bonnie. Let me tell you, I lost so much. No.
I know. If I could, I would.
I really recommend. It's choice. I recommend. No.
Thank you, Michelle. You
It is
guys
hard to
rock.
lose,
You
though.
guys rock too.
And you're on Strong Island Television now as well.
I am. I almost forgot. So yeah,
Please plug your whole. Like, I love the whole ghost thing.
Yeah.
I love Kristen Tinsley.
Kristen's awesome.
Tell us all about it.
So yeah, okay. So Kristen and I are starting. I'm pretty sure it's going to be bi-weekly from Strong Island Studios, and it's Tuesdays at 9 bi-weekly, and it's called Comedians Hunting Ghosts, and it's literally exactly that. Our first episode, you can catch it on replay on there. Somewhere, but it's on the internet, and it's about Ricky Casso and the Satanic Panic that happened in Northport.
Okay.
Kristen and I went down there.
That's cool.
It was, right? So Kristen and I went down there. She did some tarot by the murder site. It was very legit. I read a 900-page book in preparation.
Oh my God! You
Whoa.
guys are not kidding with you.
I read it just for. I have textbooks about like Columbine. True crime makes me happy because I like that it gets solved. I don't like the missing ones. I like when they get solved and people go to jail for years.
Justice.
I love a good justice.
So how could people?
Oh yeah,
see
sorry. So Kristen Tinsley and I, I think our next show is probably next Tuesday, and maybe she'll correct me if I'm wrong. You can it's usually shared on my Facebook. It'll be on StrongIslandTV.com. I have no idea how to plug this. I haven't been trained yet. But Kristen and I have a podcast.
Go to
it'll be shared on
Dana's
my page. Everybody should definitely add me if you like, handicap humor.
Dana McAllister.
Dana Marie McAllister on Facebook.
Dana Marie McAllister on Facebook.
I think I'm tagged probably or something. I will be soon.
So Michelle asked us saying, I'm so amazed by ghost hunting. It's so fucking cool.
It's so fun.
And especially now that it's like Halloween, this is the time.
That's why we did the
This
Satanic
is the time.
Panic.
It's perfect. Greg DeFlippo said, I guess you haven't been to Florida lately. What do you mean by that, Greg?
Never seen a fat blowhead nor a fat smack addict is.
I've seen actually fat.
Will, have you
people who do cocaine, but it's because they're big drinkers.
Yeah, right. A lot of people do. Yeah, because they do cocaine because they want to drink more. I'll never understand that.
Yeah, because I
do cocaine because I want to feel cocaine.
Well, speaking of, you're with Kristen Tinsley. Yeah. Speaking of Kristen Tinsley, this Saturday in the Little Room, she has a show about her being a psychic, and there's 3 people in there. I know Les Deegan, Mo Meltz, and one other person I don't know.
Laura Murley, who's on that, is fucking
I don't know her.
Hysterical.
So I'm going to that. I'm sitting with Kathy Arnold. Who else is in?
Honestly, Laura Murley is hysterical.
Support my
You're
girl.
gonna love her.
I'll be there in spirit.
She's so funny.
I'm going. Kathy Arnold going. So support Kristen Tinsley because she's cool.
Support her like a good bra, people.
Laura Murley has a joke about it. She's like, I tried having like confidence in middle school or high school. She was like, but it was really hard because I had access to mirrors and photos. Like, just all her stuff is about like being awkward, and it's all really self-deprecating. She's very, very funny.
I love a good.
The one that I'm going to see on Saturday.
Yeah, you're gonna love her. She's great. She's really
wait.
great. I met her my first year of comedy through Evan Weiss because she's a city comic.
What's her name again?
Laura Murley. Merli.
Laura.
Yeah.
Laura. Okay.
And you're gonna love her. She's just her whole presence, and she does like shorts and stuff. She's very, very funny. So I don't know. Is Kristen going to be reading those people, or are those people are performing?
She said she's not going to do it publicly, because some people are private about that. They don't want their things being read. So the comedy will come first, and then the readings.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to that. Knowing me, I go and I try to order the tickets, and it asks for a password. I couldn't figure out. I don't know any passwords. People my age don't know passwords. Oh. So then it said you could defer that and go to the guest. So I went to the guest and I put in all my information, my credit card, nothing. So I said to Kristen, I'm trying to buy a ticket. It won't let me buy the ticket. And then Kathy Arnold was like, did you buy your ticket yet? And I was like, I'm trying to, but I can't get on. So Kristen's buying me the ticket. And it turns out it's my technological failure. It's not Governor's. It's my issue. and I will just pay Kristen back when I see her. So
That makes me happy. Friends will spot you.
yeah, she knows I'm good for the money.
Bringing it back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like when
Kristen
you
covered me for the podcast. Kristen,
Oh, that's good.
Thank God for Kristen.
I love
great.
Kristen.
Kristen Moneybags.
I love Kristen.
I like when you
I forgot I owe her money.
I like when you throw a remote or a set of car keys and they your face and they successfully just go into the hand and you don't have nobody has to get up. It's so great.
Very rarely.
So rewarding.
Watch.
I'm not reading that. I don't know what that means, but I'm not sure what that means. So only positive energy, positive fun.
I don't know.
Ooh.
9 more minutes, guys.
So what else makes you happy? I didn't prepare. All right, I will say, you know what makes me... You
yeah,
go
let's
first.
do it.
I love a good pumpkin spice latte.
Oh,
that's such a white girl thing to say.
I don't put your Uggs on and go.
I did.
Your Uggs are at the door.
Which is okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Okay, Seinfeld.
I know. I stole it from the homosexual reference. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You can be white and like pumpkin. I'm all about pumpkin in October. Like, pumpkin is a seasonal thing. And, okay. This made me unhappy.
Ooh, yes.
I went to Hicks Nursery twice with my boys.
No pumpkin?
Because in the past, it was fucking fantastic. They had hay rides, they had animals, they had like all this fantastic food, and yes, it was a lot of money, but it was like worth it. So twice in a row, I went to Hicks Nursery, and you should know that it's never good when there's not a crowd and you can like easily get a parking spot. You know that's not a good sign. And I guess because of COVID, they don't have anything there. It's like so, like, you know, they had one food truck, and it was very disappointing. So anybody have any good Halloween things that you can do on Long Island that's not White Post Farms? Anything about White Post Farms, text it in so we can see it. Jan Brenner is saying, hi, folks. I just came back from food shopping. It's so sarcastic statement. Prices are going up. Yes, they are, but we are not talking about politics, so I will keep my mouth shut. And
Prices
James Raniolo is saying, yo basic. What does that mean?
I think he's calling me basic.
He's back to because we were talking about white girls with the pumpkin spice.
Oh, okay.
I just like when my coffee's done right. And Dunkin', it's very hard for me to get to the coffee store. Okay, I have to ask my boyfriend, who is the legs of the operation, to go walk all the way over there because I can't do it by myself. So when he comes back with a lukewarm cream nothingness, I get very upset, and it's not his fault, but he has to take the brunt, and that makes me sad. So what makes me happy is when Duncan gets it right the goddamn first time, or when I have an Uber Eats gift card and I can Starbucks my. I've never felt like more bougie in my life, but I ordered Uber Eats Starbucks, and $50 worth of Starbucks just shows up.
Wow.
At my HUD housing. It was great. I was like, I can never do this again. I feel like bad about myself.
I haven't ever done that, but Chris Roach sat here and said that him and his wife were getting Uber Eats Carvel.
Oh yeah, I do that.
The whole pandemic.
I
walk.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
And then also my aunt came over here and she was like, oh, what can I bring to your party? Like, can I bring some munchkins? And I was like, sure, I'm not going to tell you can't bring fucking munchkins. And then she came and then had had them delivered.
That's so fun.
Oh my God, you're
delivery.
Oh, you're literally insane. It's like $75 worth of munchkins.
Wow, Munchkins. John Ziegler does a whole funny bit about munchkins. About you know how
42 cents
right,
for two of them.
He goes, how many could you order? Like, could I order like 5 munchkins? And they're like, yes, you could, but if for another 25 cents, you could have like 100 munchkins. You know, and that's how it is. It's like the popcorn at the movie theater. It's like ridiculous. And the fact that they'll deliver munchkins.
I miss the movie theater.
Yeah, that should be illegal.
Oh, I haven't been to the movies since before the pandemic.
I used to go like multiple times a week when I lived in Connecticut, and it was like cheaper than it is now. But now they're like releasing movies onto like different streaming sites, like Paramount.
Oh, yeah.
My boyfriend has the stick, and we get all the movies.
My boyfriend has a
magic
stick, too.
stick.
All the movies that are like any movie we want. We get that movie, and I was giving Mandy a compliment before the show started. We started watching Eyes Wide Shut, and I said, Mandy reminded me of Nicole Kidman in Eyes Wide Shut, and
That's
as a
what
compliment,
Will
I'm
just
saying that
No,
as a
I'll take
compliment.
that.
And I was like, that's Mandy. Like, oh my God, like the different hairstyles and like, you know, how she looks so cool in the dresses.
She does look so cool.
And not the character of the woman, just how she looks. And yeah, we were watching that. We got halfway through it.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's going to Pennsylvania. We have to wait till probably Monday to see the end of it. But it's that watching movies
His guns and
with a stick makes me happy. Jan Brennan said, Bonnie, he has guns and the stick. He's my hero. He's my hero too. Will said, Eyes Wide Shut is my favorite Kubrick movie. Yeah, that's right. It is by Kubrick. Stop it, Mandy. Mandy isn't a redhead. I don't care if she's a redhead or not.
There's so many other.
She reminded me of
movies
Nicole
I would've
Kidman
chosen.
in that movie. I don't say things that aren't true.
That's right.
I actually said to Michael, Nicole Kidman reminds me of Mandy
How dare
in
you.
that movie. And that's a big compliment because I think Nicole Kidman is beautiful,
She's
hot,
Tom
sexy.
Cruise married her. I'd marry her. Shit.
Yeah.
I'd tap it.
Yeah.
Twice.
It's just
Like the
it's just
matchstick.
my opinion, and you know I say my opinion. The truth is the truth.
I
That's
want-
the truth.
I want to know what other Kubrick movies you've seen, Will, because I would have gone with maybe Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love Clockwork.
I love Clockwork Orange.
Space Odyssey, perhaps. Maybe even The Shining, but no. I'm going to have a glass of milk and feel bad for you, Will. With my Clockwork Orange reference.
Oh, it's so easy to mispronounce that. Oh my God.
What?
I was a big
Clockwork.
Malcolm McDowell
Oh.
fan, and I actually met him too.
Ooh.
Because when I like somebody, I stalk them.
That's what I
And he was in a Broadway show also, and I met him, and I got a photo with him, which I don't. Back in the olden days, that was like
The olden days.
the olden days. I don't know what
Back in the
I don't know
90s.
whatever happened to that photo.
Oh, no.
But I met Malcolm McDowell, and it's a really cool thing that made me happy.
That is cool. I don't know
Nancy
who he
Weems
is.
says, Bonnie, what's in those cups? Wine!
I have Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we're drinking
I'm lame.
kangaroo. What is it?
If I
Yellowtail?
drink, I walk
White
straight.
wine.
White
And then
wine.
I only drink 2 glasses, as Michael says, 2 mugfuls. But it's white wine, and I haven't eaten since earlier today. I'm a busy lady. I take care of a lot of stuff. Oh, I love Joseph P. Bonenza. He's one of my Trump people, and he has an amazing podcast. Joseph, put in your information on how people could get that podcast. It's so professional. It's so freaking cool. And Nancy Weems said, I knew it. You knew it about the white wine? It's just white wine, but it's like on an empty stomach. White wine won't do it to you.
Yeah.
That's the fiscally responsible way to drink, and I'll never understand why people do it otherwise.
Oh,
why are you
absolutely.
going to fill your stomach with a whole meal
And then
drink
the wine
water?
does
No,
nothing.
you
That's all I'm saying.
go right for the empty calories.
Absolutely.
I drink my bread, thank you. No, I don't drink.
So everybody, please share the show.
Do it.
Share the show.
Add me.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to plug something I'm in.
Please,
It's a October thing.
Yes.
You're in something on the same day. We're always in like the same day.
Competing. They have us
October
competing.
29th, I'm going to be at Shakers in Oakdale. The headliner is Steve Rocco Perillo, and the producer is comedian first, producer second, Evan Weiss. And I love that show because I've been to it as a spectator.
Oh,
And
nice.
he always serves pizza.
Yeah, he does.
Pizza makes me so freaking happy. Eating fresh pizza.
This is good.
And then I'm only doing one other show because I leave the end of November for the end. An all-woman show in the Little Room at Governor's, produced by Mike Dillon, on November 13th.
Nice.
And I know you're on the 29th.
Yeah, another all-ladies show.
Yes.
At same thing, Gov's Little Room. So govs.com for tickets. That's the 29th. The Little Room. I'll be with all ladies lineup. So
And
that'll
y'all
be.
can catch me on my podcast. Sorry.
Yes,
Interrupted
yeah,
you.
we're gonna
Of
reshare
course.
that once you. I'm gonna dig up the first one and reshare it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then
That's a
everyone
good
knows
idea.
how to link to the next one.
Yes,
And you said that's Tuesday nights.
Tuesday nights, bi-weekly. So
Alright.
so this week I think will be the next one. I think we're going to Teresa Farrelly's house.
Teresa Farrell?
Farrell, sorry.
Yeah. All right. Cool. She's got some action.
Yeah,
She's got some ghost
Says
action.
she smells cigarette smoke.
You know, that happened once here.
Really, Mandy?
Glenn swore, he walked out of the room and he swore that somebody was smoking a cigarette. And the lady that used to live here passed away, and the guy...
Kristen Tinsley, we're coming. Can we?
Yeah.
One day? Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, Kristen has been here, but yeah, we totally, you guys can snoop around.
Yes, we'll keep that clown away from me, though.
Yeah,
I hate
I
it.
want...
It's haunted. I want to
Kristen, this guy
investigate
needs a reading.
that.
I want to be there when he gets his
he's got
reading.
a really good
He's-
energy.
Yeah, I want to know exactly what he said. So Joseph P. Vavanzi, if I'm mispronouncing it, please tell me. He has this cool podcast between 6 and 8 PST. The Joe Shulman on Facebook, Monday 8:30 MST, Friday, Monday 9 o'clock. He goes, I don't give a rip. He has like professional stuff coming in. It's like really cool. I watched it a couple of times. It's very, very cool. So thank you so much for tuning in. And Lauren De Jesus is watching. Hi, Lauren. How are you? I love
She's the best.
her
Yeah,
daughter
hey,
just
Lauren.
started pre-K, and all the best to her. I love the stuff she's posting about her daughter.
Oh, I'm supposed
so
to say that she
exhausted
makes
from
me
nursery
smile.
school.
Oh,
Will doesn't like the puppet.
Well, no.
Why don't
James
you like
was saying
it?
his niece and nephew went
He's so
to
cool.
nursery school, and they
God.
posted a picture of them just like napped out of. I guess nursery school really wears them out.
Nursery
That's where I
school
need to
is
go.
now the new kindergarten,
Oh.
and kindergarten is the new first grade.
Oh.
In nursery school and kindergarten, you used to have nap time.
I
No more
love
nap
nap,
time.
you know?
The kids have to produce.
Better be
produce.
awake
Sounds
the
like my
entire.
Joseph, you're welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody,
sounds like my
please
grandkids'
share the show. Share the show. And last, happy thoughts that make you happy. This is your last chance to get in your happy thought and share the show.
Being
How
asked
many
to
minutes
be
do
on
we
your
have?
podcast.
Yeah, we're just about there. You got one more minute. Wrap
You
it
have
up.
1 minute to get in your happy thought, or it's off.
Or else I won't be happy.
Or we won't be happy.
That's right.
We'll be pissed.
Halloween
No.
makes me happy.
Oh,
so
Halloween
excited.
makes
I
me
do
happy.
love Halloween.
It's my
Nails.
favorite. It's my favorite
Oh,
holiday.
do you have a costume? What are you gonna be?
I hate to say it, but I'm a Jew, so
Oh.
I have the same costume. I just put on cat ears and pretend I'm a cat.
Aw.
That's it.
I got Theodore a little cape. He's gonna be a cabaret dancer.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, David Lange said Wildflowers makes me happy.
Aw.
David Lange, that's the sweetest thing. And Will said, I'd rather not share. It's just graphic. Okay. Yeah, a lot of things
Leave
that
it to
make
my
people happy
imagination.
are X-rated. So we'll just leave it at that.
They
So,
are
Mandy,
happy.
do you want to say anything?
No, I think that's it. Thank you, Dana, for coming.
Dana,
Thank you,
Thank
guys,
you, Bonnie,
so
as
much. This
This
always.
was fun. I love it here.
I'm gonna just hang out with my clown. He needs a name, I
You
think.
guys,
I feel like just pulling that scar. That's a little bad.
Pull his little
I have a
nub on.
compulsion to pull those things. Too.
I just want to pull
Oh,
his
wait,
little nub
Nancy
in.
Ween said Christmas makes her happy because it makes people happy. Do you
Aw.
know that
More
my
suicides
ex-husband
out
said I would make the greatest Christian because I love Christmas. I love everything about Christmas, and I have Christmas envy. And down the line, I will have a tree,
Nice.
and I will
Decorated with menorahs. And
decorate
rainbows.
it and celebrate.
Do
both.
it.
Because I can soon.
And you-
I will be able to do anything I want soon.
Get an
And
ice cream cake too.
Yes.
ice cream
Get
cake.
yourself an ice
I
cream cake.
congratulate myself. I
There
love
you
it.
go.
Thank
Bye,
you,
Frankie.
everybody, for
Goodbye,
tuning in.
guys.
Share the show. Thank you,
Share.
everybody.